Hi everyone, my name is Josh LeGrand and I work as an air quality consultant for UES and I am the Vice Chair of the Professional Development Committee of the Young Professionals Advisory Council under the Air and Waste Management Association. This is the second interview in our new series where we highlight developing professionals and their career journeys as well as their experiences with A&WMA. Our goal with the series is to inspire fellow young professionals and provide meaningful insights into career growth and professional development. For today's session, we're delighted to welcome Leah Blinn, who is currently at CEC and the immediate past president of the Air and Waste Management Association. Thanks for joining us, Leah, and we look forward to hearing your experiences and learning from your perspective.
Thanks for having me.
To start off, if you could please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. As you mentioned, I work with civil and environmental consultants. I am based in our Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania offices, which are our headquarters. I'm the corporate air practice lead, which oversees, quality, professional development of our employees across all of our offices for our air practice employees. And I also manage a team of engineers and scientists in our Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania office as well. I've kind of been a career consultant for specializing in air quality. I went to Penn State and got a bachelor's of science in chemical engineering with an environmental engineering minor. To be honest, I never thought that I would be doing this kind of role. I thought I would be in a plant doing some process engineering or quality engineering, but I kind of just fell into air quality and into consulting, and I just love it.
Thanks, Leah. And if you could, tell us a little bit about what a typical day in your work looks like.
There is no typical day. Every day is definitely filled with a meeting or two, that's for sure. There's some similarities, though, right? I wear so many hats in my job, being a manager in Pittsburgh, as well as having that kind of overall corporate responsibility across all of our 30 plus offices across the country, is a lot. But I'm also responsible for, client development, administrative planning. I'm still doing technical work, so still calculating air emissions, developing air permit applications, reviewing some air dispersion modeling, preparing some air quality compliance reports, conducting air quality compliance audits, and what have you, anything really related to air permitting, air compliance. We have a couple of ambient air monitoring projects that I oversee as well. So a lot of my time is still spent doing the actual technical work. But, like I said, I'm also involved in client development. I'm involved with professional development of our employees, involved in other CEC administrative activities. I live by my calendar. So again, meetings are a constant every day. I have several meetings every day. So sometimes I need to block out my calendar and focus on that technical work as well.
Thanks, Leah. Yeah,
Sure.
that sounds very similar to my day too, with
Yeah.
just all the meetings and the doing the work and then kind of managing stuff as you go, and it's kind of just what comes to it. So a calendar is definitely your best friend as a consultant, I would say. So,
Yes.
given all those fun and exciting tasks, what would you say your favorite part of your job is?
Definitely the people I work with. I have such a fantastic team in Pittsburgh and across the country. We have a hybrid schedule, which is nice. I'm actually at home today, so I enjoy my Fridays at home. But I really do love it, when I'm in the office and our staff tries to plan to be in the office on the same days of the week together. I work to live. I do love my job, but if I didn't have to work, I wouldn't. And on those Monday mornings, sometimes they can be tough. So seeing my staff, talking to them really gives me energy. Working with them every day, it is fun. We have a good time together. Again, just like such a great great group of people. I couldn't be happier to work with the people that I do. But I like consulting. As we said, it can be very busy, and I wear many hats, but I like that because I don't like to be bored. So I'm constantly learning as well, learning, some of the many services that CEC provides, but also learning about new and different manufacturing operations and processes and how things work. So I think that love of continuing to learn about new things is really important as well. But the things that get me through on a day-to-day basis is just working with the people that I have, the staff that I have. I really enjoy getting to collaborate, with them.
I totally agree. Yeah, I've been able to work fully remote for part of my career too, and like you, I've found that a hybrid, flexible schedule is kind of the best, and I like the mix and getting to see people as well. So, thanks for sharing
Absolutely.
that.
Sure.
And so, with doing so many different things that you do, what skills would you say have been the most useful in your career?
I definitely think the softer skills in communication and organization have been the best, you know, most useful, most beneficial in my career. Certainly, and when I look to hire, new staff, we do need a good technical basis, right? We need smart people that can figure things out quickly. But especially with consulting, communication is huge. Whether that's communicating with another vice president, right, or communicating with my CEO to get funding for some investment or conference that I want to attend, or maybe it's communicating with my clients or being on site conducting those compliance audits and communicating with the people on the floor, the people in operations. I think most of the time when there are issues, you can always boil it down to communication. So I think it's just very, very important to be able to communicate your thoughts, whether it's technical in nature, right? Or just face to face with person, meeting a new person, networking. I think it's really important. And like I said, I live by my calendar. Being organized is very important, especially as you know, in consulting, juggling day-to-day activities and deadlines. We're pretty busy right now. It's reporting season. I've got a lot of March 1st deadlines. We're recording this in mid-February. So squeezing this in is difficult too. So just being organized, prioritizing tasks and deliverables is just really really important. So while you definitely need the technical skills and the brain power, the communication, the organization are, I think, sometimes even more critical.
I totally agree. And now transitioning into your time at AWMA, can you please share with us why and when you first got involved with the association?
Sure, I was definitely voluntold, and I pass that along to my staff and anybody that I can to try to get them involved with the association. But really, it's been so beneficial for me. So I'm certainly a big proponent of Air and Waste Management Association. I wouldn't have spent so many hours volunteering and being in these leadership positions if I didn't care about the association. But I first got involved. I've been a member now for over 20 years. So 2005 was the first time I became a member. I was working with another consulting firm at the time, and my supervisor, Arjit Pakrashi, who's still involved with A&WMA and is helping to plan the 2026 annual conference in Austin. So be there and look for him. But he was the one to really encourage me to get involved. He was involved with the association. We're part of the Allegheny Mountain section here in Pittsburgh, but he was the one who really kind of pushed me to say, hey, okay, now that you're a member, that's great, but you're going to get so much more out of it if you get involved. So he would mention some things here and there. Oh, they're looking for a chair of this, this committee, or our newsletter needs an editor for this section or that. So as every, volunteer position became available, he sort of nudged me toward it. And it happened to be that those positions were things that I like to do as well, right? I think within the association, there's so many different areas of development and opportunity, for our volunteers to grow in their leadership skills, that I think it's important to pick a topic that you like, right? Because you'll be more successful at something that you like. So Arjit, again, very instrumental in getting me involved. And, every position that I took, I kept doing more and more. I went through leadership training academy, it was called at the time. Now it's just leadership academy. And that really opened my eyes to different leadership skills and the organization, the association as a whole, getting to meet so many other great volunteer leaders and learn more about the International Association was really important. And I think that really kind of skyrocketed my involvement with the association. It was very local and doing small things here and there before I attended Leadership Academy. So then I eventually became chair of the Allegheny Mountain section, and then got to run for the board of directors, and served on the board of directors for the International Association. I lost my first election as president of the A&WMA. I want to say it was 2019, but I was convinced to run again. So yeah, 2025, I was president of the association, but I think I have a hard time saying no when directly asked to be on assignment. We just had our board meeting last Friday, and one of A&WMA's staff said, "Hey, Leah, now that you're not president, how about, would you like to get involved in this?" So I will continue to be involved with the association. I just think it's important for professional development, as well as, work, and you get to, again, learning so much through other people, and it's nice to give back. I'm a scholarship trustee as well, and I think it's really important that we continue, to help students. So I'm involved in that too.
Thanks, Leah. And there is a few CEC members of your team in our Young
Yes.
Professionals Advisory Council, so something tells me that you probably voluntold them to get involved as well. And
Yes,
that's
yes.
how my boss did it to me too, so I can relate to that. Well, thank you for that. And one final question here. What is your favorite part about being an A&WMA member? I know you probably already said that by now, but
Well, yeah. And it probably echoes what's my favorite part of my job. I'm a people person. I love the friends that I've made throughout the years with A&WMA. I mean, we might see each other only once a year, but as soon as we do, we're back at it. Just yeah, getting to meet new people. I love meeting new people. As my role as president, it was wonderful because I got to visit a lot of different sections and chapters, conferences, be a part of a lot of the specialty conferences. So I got to meet a lot of our membership, as president, and I will continue to do so this year and into the future. But really just those friendships that I've established. And certainly, yes, it's helped me in my job. It's helped me in my career. Like I mentioned, the professional development, right? And I've gotten new jobs through A&WMA. I've gotten new clients through A&WMA. I've gotten employees through A&WMA. So, just building my network has been really great through this association. What's really great about A&WMA is that we're so unique because we bring all stakeholders together, right? We have certainly the regulated or industry members, consultants galore, but also academia and also, the regulatory authorities. So I think it's very important that we're all able to meet in this neutral forum. It's very different than other industry trade groups that I'm a part of. We're able to really discuss the issues at hand and come together to try to find, solutions to these issues and problems. So I think everybody should be a member of A&WMA and volunteer and get involved. like I said, it's paid me back in so many different ways. And I mean, you should have fun with what you're doing. You should enjoy the people that you're with, especially at work. We spend so much time at work, so definitely spending so much time with the association. Again, I wouldn't do it if I didn't, wasn't really passionate about our mission. And I have fun too. Again, got a lot of great friends throughout the association, and looking forward to seeing them in the next specialty conference and at ACE this year.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Leah. I really appreciate you sitting
Sure.
down and having this interview with us. We hope this conversation has been helpful for all of our fellow young professionals, whether you're just starting out in your career or looking for new ways to get involved in the association. This is just the second interview in our new YPAC interview series, so please stay tuned for more conversations with professionals across different backgrounds and career paths. Thank you for all joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you at the next session.